again, everybody from Ashland High School. It's Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV, Ashland Television. Tonight, the Ashland Public Schools and the Tri-Valley League present varsity football with the Ashland Clockers hosting the Westwood High School Wolverines. Bob Thacker, Steve Przinski, Dan Baker, Connor Donovan, Jared Donovan, Miles Garnett,
ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise,
and Laura Priest bringing you tonight's game, which is being played on October 10th, 2014. And now the Star-Spangled Banner.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job, live rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. I didn't catch her name. It was Finnegan, Laura Finnegan, maybe. And great live rendition of the national anthem. And we're just about ready to go. Steve, the Clockers are coming off a great win.
Yeah, the Bellingham game was exciting. You know, they started off the game really quick. Interception or fumble, and they scored 2 plays later. They got up early. Actually, then they scored a little bit later. They didn't do much in the first half, to be honest with you, on offense. But their defense has been playing unbelievable.
But those 2 quick touchdowns made a big difference.
It did make a big difference.
Puts the other team back on the heels. You know, they did the same thing against Millis 2 weeks ago.
They really did. You know, they started out early. It was great. But I got to tell you, this defense is playing absolute great.
Is that consecutive shutout, Steve?
Yes. No. Millis was 13-7.
That's right. Millis did score
so it was
a second-half touchdown, yeah.
But
so
no, they're
28-0 over Bellingham, 13-7 over Millis. That's the Clockers' 2 wins. Their 2 losses came outside of the league to, Valley Tech and Weston High School.
Valley Tech was close, 14-13. They missed an extra point, and Weston, they were in that game for a while, and then they kind of gave up in the second half a little bit. But hopefully they're not trying an onside here.
They usually do.
I know.
It never goes deeper than like the 29-yard line, although our kicker, Kirkash, has a big foot. Again, it's the Stribler. Gets inside the 30 to the 25. Look out, that's Antonucci. He's their best, right up the gut, and was 1 tackle away from breasting that one. He's out around the 45-yard line. Westwood starts in good shape. You got to keep the ball away from that kid. He's the player to watch. And he's their running back, and his name is Rob Antonucci, and only a sophomore.
Good tackle by Tyler Wilkins there, number 8.
That's Antonucci. They got him split. He's in the slot on the far side. 4 receivers, including the slot man, and 1 back to pass on first down. In trouble. Didn't look like a runner, did he, Steve?
No, he did not look. He wanted to pass that ball to Antonucci.
Yes.
And he was covered, in multiple layers, too. It was a zone defense, which is a good defense for these guys to run. They had the guys out in the back.
He's a pocket style. He's got the pocket style body, the 6'4", number 12. Brendan Patterson, he's a junior. Westwood has traditionally been a passing team.
Yeah, they have. Well, they had the Berluti brothers for a long time.
Those kids were fantastic.
They were fantastic.
One right after another. 3 wideouts to the near side. He will run the ball. But I didn't see any explosiveness
No, not
in
much.
the legs.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. It's good start of the stop by Joe Kirkash.
He's
then it was
wearing
really
Brady's
everyone else.
number, and he kind of looked like Brady. You know, geez.
Yep, they're going double safety here. Max Feinberg's coming in, bringing out Wallace, an inside linebacker, going for the longer pass.
It's a 3rd and 8, a passing situation. Antonucci has yet to touch the ball on offense since returning that kickoff. I got to believe he gets it now one way or another. He's in the backfield. And he's blocking, and he does not release, and they go downfield for a first down. So
catch.
Brendan Patterson shows you why he's the quarterback. He laid that one in beautiful in some traffic.
Yeah, to the tight end, Ryan McDonald, number 10.
We'll watch out for Ryan from here on in. So will the Clockers. First down of the game. First time in Ashland territory. They start at the Clocker 39. We're just underway at Ashland High School. The Clockers and the Wolverines. Ashland in their home blue. Westwood in their visiting white. What was that?
It was a fake handoff to 27, and the quarterback went right up the middle for a 4-yard gain.
Not a bad first down play.
Nope.
So they're using Antonucci as a decoy.
The way this defense has been playing, though, the up front guys with McGough and Hatch and Kirkash, they've been playing unbelievable. And the linebackers, Rabidou, Wallace, Laz Mitchen's been playing awesome.
Well, the kid threaded the needle on 3rd and 8 to get the first down. He goes to the air again, wide open. He breaks a tackle. They get him from behind. Good pursuit by 17.
Laz Mitchens, yeah. You know, that was against Brian Mahan.
Is he the one that leaped and almost got a hand on it?
No, that wasn't the one that leaped.
Was
but
that
he was the one that,
Mitchens maybe that leaped?
Yeah.
First and goal.
Clock is in a zone back there, Steve?
Yeah, they were. And I think when they got to start playing a little more man on the corners.
First and goal at the 5 for the Wolverines. Oh, great fake. They go for the corner, and the flag is thrown.
Yeah, he didn't turn around there. You know, if he turns around, he's got a chance at it. Actually, I think if he didn't do anything, it was an incomplete pass. But
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
But he knew his man was behind him, and he felt like he had to commit contact.
And on that play,
I'll say that.
On that play, he's playing 10 yards off the guy on a first and goal from the 5, 4, 3
It's
yard
hard
line.
to play 10 yards off. There's
you
only
need to be
5
on him.
extra yards.
Pass interference penalty against Ashland.
Is this going to be like first to goal at the 2.5?
Go
Or
to the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
First down.
Full backfield here.
See if the Wolverines try to punch it in. We repeat first down. Number 3 gets the call, and he's in. Drew Adams.
Well, that's a tough way to start this game. They've started the last 2 games really strong. You know, to go 2-0, and you know, hopefully they can come down and score. A 55-yard, drive.
7 plays, 56 yards. Drew Adams taking it the final 2.5, the big senior.
They like to go for 2.
And they shift in motion. Oh, he's all alone. Give him 2. Very pretty. Very well executed.
Again, I think they're playing him too far off on the corners. They got to be up in front of him. The one thing this Ashland team has, they're physical, and their cornerbacks are physical. Brian's one of the fastest kids in the league, probably the fastest kid in the league, and Jake Keating has been playing really well on the corner. Just move him up, hit him off that ball, and that play doesn't happen. I wish they would do that a little bit more.
You may have to start pressuring Brendan Patterson.
Yeah.
Although he seems to have a quick release.
Very quick release. Well, this is a big kickoff here. And
Clockers trail 8-0. We only have played 3 minutes in the first period. This is Ashland's only game against the large division of the Tri-Valley League. Westwood a member of that until Thanksgiving Day when they play Hopkinton.
Yep. And they've traditionally played pretty well against Westwood. If you look back at the years, there's been some really good games.
Oh, the line drive to the corner. Can't take a chance on letting that go. And great special teams work by Westwood. Virtually, maybe 1 yard return on that.
Colin Hanrahan with that.
First down, Ashland. Ball is on the
Clockers are going to start at their own 26-ish, yes.
ball's on the 20.
The quarterback for Ashland, 19, is Mitchell Porter.
Mitch Porter's done a good job this year, really running the offense. He runs a lot. He's been throwing pretty good.
Phil Cooper gets the ball. He's 23. And Colin Hanrahan gets the ball. And Colin wears number 2. Good hole and a good run. And Westwood's doing some mighty nice skank tackle.
No, that was a great hole. Colin hit that hole hard. And, you know, that's what he's got to do. He's really got to hit that hard. He had a great game. He had 197 yards against Bellingham.
That's a big game.
And he didn't get touched, you know, for 5 yards, and then he made some plays. But he really had a great game. And he was running the ball like that, just right up the middle. The offensive line was doing a great job, and they got to continue that tonight. They only threw the ball probably 7-8 times in the Bellingham game.
Wasn't
they didn't
needed,
need to.
Wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
It looks like, is it Hanrahan and Cooper in the backfield?
Yeah.
It looks like Max Feinberg is near side. Split. Coop gets the call, gets the first down and a yard or 2 more. Oh, he won't go down. Westwood using at least 9 players to make those tackles.
Yeah.
The coach has gotten through to that defense, I'll say that.
Absolutely.
He goes, I want everyone in on the tackle.
Well, they were looking for the Ashland team was looking for the whistle to stop the play.
Well, I don't disagree with that because I'm always afraid that's when someone gets hurt.
Or fumbles. So you got Justin Burns out wide here. So Coach McKay has been calling the plays on the offense. They're doing a lot of audibles here. So they call play, and then he calls something different.
Burns wears 15. They run again. It's Colin Hanrahan again. Gets decapitated around the 48-yard line. Bounces right up.
It's Colin Hanrahan.
Another good run by Colin. You know, he made some moves there. He made the first guy miss and went up the line.
Seems to be hitting the hole faster than we saw in the Millis game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's really come along.
Porter calling signals. Derek Nash gets a chance, number 3. Derek very close. Looks like a first down from here, Stephen. It is.
Carry made by number 3, Derek Nash.
Yeah, Derek hasn't run the ball much this year. It's good to see him out there. I think Phillip got banged up on one of his plays, so Derek went out there. Phillip's back in now.
It's all good. Keeps everyone involved, keeps everyone fresh.
Yep.
Brzezinski is in the slot on the far side. Hasn't been targeted yet tonight. Porter has not passed yet tonight. Feinberg comes out near. I don't know who that is, split wide. The bomb intended for Feinberg, overthrown.
Slightly
Just
overthrown.
Slightly.
Max Feinberg.
That was man coverage out there. The guy went with him the whole way. Max had a little bit of a step on him, but it had to be a perfect throw. You got a 40-yard throw there. Just has to be perfect.
Yeah, let's say decent coverage too.
Yeah, very good coverage.
But it was there.
You hit him on the hands, he catches it,
Yeah.
It's good.
So the Clockers get nothing on first down and now in a 2nd and 10. Let's see what they do. Timeout.
Time called on the field.
So it's interesting the way they're playing this. They don't have the slot guy covered. They have the slot guy covered by the free safety. They have double free safeties out there. It's interesting to see if the outside linebacker has any responsibilities for those slot receivers.
Chicago Bears on October 26th.
Spencer Rabbit, who's number 50 on Ashland's offensive line. Joe Kirkatch, one of the co-captains, is also seeing a lot of time on the offensive line. Or no, excuse me, am I talking about Joe Wright, 79?
Joe Wright. Kirkatch is the left tackle.
Yep.
Or actually, left tackle right now is might be Mitchens.
2nd and 10. Play resumes after the short 20 or 30-second timeout. Ashland's first. Oh, clever. Phil Cooper tries the left side, gets a half a yard and is cut down hard. The Wolverine defense has come to play.
Yeah, they stopped that up. Stopped that up early. Kirkatch is back in for Mike McGough.
Wolverines only played 4 games, Steve. They beat Medfield, got hammered by Holliston. No disgrace there from what I've seen from those scores. Holliston has really been rolling it up against each of their opponents.
They are.
And they lost their 2 non-league games. So they come in 1-3. This is only their 5th game of the year. That's Ashland's 5th as well. Clockers 2-2. 2-0 in the GVL small. In some ways, this is a non-league game.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking forward to Norton next week. And
I mean, we remember, they're both Tri-Valley League teams, and it feels like a league game, but technically they're in different divisions, and it doesn't really play into much, does it?
It doesn't. I got to tell you, the run is very open right now. You know, they're manhandling these guys up front. They're not big. Westwood doesn't feel like they're that big or look that big.
And if it wasn't for their linebackers and defensive backs closing in on the run, they're at least keeping it to 6-7 yards. Clockers have been unable. Oh, they're in that power war formation. What do they call that? The Magunko?
The Gunk.
The Gunk.
Timeout on the field.
Named after the Magunko Indians.
Of course, we know Magunko Road
as the 50-50 raffle going on.
It's one of the most polluted sites in Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
Years of chemical plants.
Looks like they're going to punt now. They had put in something different, and they reverted back to punt.
Yeah, it's troublesome because that first series by Westwood, it looks like they have the capability to go down the field in a hurry. Ashland's going to try to give them the long field, but who's back there? They had a good run back on the kickoff. He's got to punch this one deep. He does. Taken at the 10, gets to the 14 and no further. Good coverage.
Good tackle by Joe Schilling and Tony Mitchens, number 55. Yeah, he's all over the field. Tony and Laz, they're twins. They are playing very good this year.
Senior twins.
Senior twins. They transferred back from Rivers last year or a year before, and they've been good. And we got trips to the left here.
So the coach got what he wants. Coach McKay got what he wants. He's got Westwood pinned back. Now it's up to the Ashland defense, and a whistle is just as they were thinking about snapping it.
I don't think we had our full complement out there.
No, Ashland has already used 3 of their 5 first-half timeouts. And that one was one that Coach McKay didn't want to spend, but we just weren't ready, I guess.
No, we didn't have it looked like Wally wasn't out there, should have been out there. But, it's good use of the timeouts. I think
ladies and gentlemen, remember as a courtesy
it might be their second, maybe their third. I thought it was their second, but
fence in front of the grandstand.
Yeah, they get 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got a lot.
Use them if you have to.
The rock wall behind the broadcast area.
So it's a long field for Westwood here. They're on the 15-yard line, 14-yard line.
And they're in a passing formation.
They are.
So it
Trips left
doesn't
here.
look like the field position is going to bother them on offense. They lead 7-8-0. They have that luxury. Got a big blocking back in there. They go to the air. Good safe pass in the hands of the speedy number 20. Is it 7 or 24?
24.
Pass complete to
Chris Hanley.
He looked fine. He knew what to do with that ball. Good safe pass, Steve. Good way to get out of trouble.
It was. You know, Francis had a chance at him. A little more speed. Francis is going to get that. Number 5, Francis LaBega. Again, I think they just need to play him up a little more.
21-yard gain. 1st and 10. Westwood moving the ball very well against the Ashland defense here in the first period. Patterson takes it himself. The late pitch to Antonucci, and goodbye. Outruns the entire Ashland defense to the end zone.
Classic option. They blocked the outside guy, and once the quarterback got approached, he flipped it out, and it was over.
Well, the first time he's touched the ball on offense tonight,
Yeah.
and we see why the coach told me he was their best.
So he's a sophomore, huh?
Wow.
5'7", 155.
Did you see him turn on the
He
Jets?
was flying down there.
Whew.
Rob Antonucci on the
Well,
carry.
Ashland's got to get it back here soon.
Sobering. They line up for the extra point. They're going to try to kick it this time.
Missed it.
The extra
Bad
point is
kick.
no
He
good.
rushed it. He was nervous. He rushed it.
And the score 14-0.
And he just line drived it wide and low.
So Ashland needs a good drive here. You know, they started on the 25 last time. That's a long field for them. They just
ran
need
the
to
ball
pound it up
well.
the middle. Pound it up the middle. Pound it where they need to. Little short passes. You know,
Yeah.
the long passes have been difficult.
Burn some clock, too.
Yeah.
You know, this is a game you want to stay close and steal at the end, maybe, from what I've seen.
Well, that was a 2-play drive by Westwood there.
Whew.
Yeah. 85 yards, 2 plays.
Wow.
That doesn't bode well.
Antonucci showing tremendous speed on the late pitch. Patterson kept his cool, waited to the last possible second, just like you're supposed to. Pitched it back, and the lane was open on the far sideline in here. Antonucci was not going to be denied. Bouncer, handled in a good spot, reverses field, gets across the 40.
That was a good pickup by Nash there. You know, instead of letting it go all the way back to Hanrahan, Nash picked that up,
Turn collected by
got it up,
Nash on
the
the
43-yard line.
Not an easy ball to handle.
No, not an easy ball to handle.
return.
Great,
Ashland
good,
on the 43-yard
job there.
Clock is in good field position to start this drive. Much better than they had on their first drive. 2:25 left in the first period. Westwood 14, Ashland nothing. Bob Thacker, Steve Brzezinski with you. Tonight's game being played on October 10th, 2014. Game 5 of the 2014 season. Clark is trying to go over 500 and get a win against a TVL large school.
For Westwood, Connor McCall's playing nose tackle, 6'4", 240. That's a big kid.
Porter gets the play from Coach McKay. Here we go. They tighten up against the run this time. A tough yard for Hanrahan.
That carry by Colin Hanrahan. About 2 yards, 2nd down and 8.
Colin looks a little shaken up on that one.
Got up a little slow, I thought,
Yeah.
Steve. Looks like he's talking to himself, making sure the head still works, the neck.
He's a tough kid, though. Remember the first game against Blackstone? He came back after some cramps and still played well.
That cramping situation is really something. It spreads like an epidemic. It seems like one kid gets it, 5 kids get it.
Yeah.
Low snap, not handled. Porter has to cover it. Flags fly late. It's a procedure call
False start.
against the Clockers. That wipes out the fumble, I think.
It does. Well, that's probably a good thing, you know, because Mitch was going to go down with it, be third down.
Well, let me ask you, does the Westwood coach have an option on
No,
that?
he does not.
Because it's a dead
Once
ball.
it's offense, it's dead. Defense, the offense has an option. They call it a free play, you know, if defense is offsides.
So the Clockers are happy with that because at least they get to repeat the down. The losses is about the same.
It's definitely a throwing down.
Second down and we'll say 13. Porter's ready.
Well, they really got three guys on the...
Brzezinski in motion. Porter misses the snap. Dumps it. He's wide open. It's Feinberg. He dodges one tackle brought down from behind, but not before an 18-yard gain and an Ashland first down.
That's very heady by Mitch Porter there. That was going the other way. And that was a great play by Mitch and a good play by Max to get to space, miss a tackle, and get the first down.
I half thought that Mitch was going to just throw that one away and then said, hey, I see somebody. Yeah. And just dumped it over.
Well, it's interesting. They have two guys. They were in doubles, both sides, and they have three guys on one side and two on the other side. And I'm not sure if they picked up on something, but see if they do that again. Yeah, they do it again. They have three guys on the far side and only two over here.
Who is this? Burns and who?
This is Burns and Nash on a closer
Nash
side.
In the slot, gets it. Gets 2-3 yards, no more. And here we go with the hold them up and see if we can strip the ball play. You know, Steve,
Catch made by number 3.
I want to credit the runner as being tough or the receiver as being tough, but I'm starting to think they're holding them up and trying to strip it.
Oh, I think so too. Well, the coaches keep saying, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. So that's the end of the first quarter here.
Score is, the boys are going to change size of scores. Westwood 14 and Ashland nothing. Clockers driving their second drive of the night. 2nd and 8 going the other way when play resumes. Beautiful day in the clock town, a chilly night. Around 50 degrees, going down into the 40s tonight. Not too bad, a good fall night.
Oh, it's beautiful out here.
Good crowd on hand.
So Ashland next week has Norton in Norton.
Danny.
So Ashland is driving a little bit here. It's 2nd down and 8. They're on their 38-yard line. Mitch Porter's running out now.
And we'll start the second quarter going the other way.
It'd be very important for them to get a touchdown here, get a score, something on the board. You know, they need it.
The next score is the big one.
Yeah.
If the Clockers get it, we got a game. Westwood gets it, we're in trouble. Some spotting issues here.
So you got Max Feinberg out here on Donut to the close side here. Again, they have three guys out here, and they only have two on the other side. Now you put someone in motion.
It's Nash. He's going
Wide
long.
open.
Feinberg's open. He's got it at the 10 and down at the 5.
It was wide open.
Mitch Porter to Max Feinberg.
Max was wide open here.
I didn't see his move, but it must have been a good one.
Well, I think with the guy in motion, they jumped the guy in motion, and Max just ran a little bubble, kind of all the way out. They had some underneath stuff.
Ashland.
So I guess what's interesting is they do have these three guys on Max and Donut if they're on one side. If they're on the other side, they have three guys on them. Even if it's Justin and Donut, somewhat appears like they're targeting,
I think we might have missed a. Yeah, we missed a penalty against Westwood that moved the ball to the 2. 1st and goal, Clockers. Porter tried to do it himself, and it did not work out. He went wide and paid for
Throw
it.
and the keeper tackled about the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Am I crazy? That was that Burns?
No,
that was Porter.
that was
Oh, I
Porter.
see. He's coming to the sideline to get the play now.
Now they're going back in with a gunk offense here.
So the Clockers lose a down, maybe lost a half yard. They're back at the 3. 2nd and goal. Check that. They're at the 2. Call that no gained for Porter. Now he's under center. Oh, no, not that procedure.
No,
penalty.
timeout by Ashland.
Westwood.
Yeah, I thought it was a procedure too, but it's timeout by Ashland here.
Westwood took it.
Westwood took it,
Wow.
okay.
I get that.
They didn't have their package in for that run.
I get that, yeah. They got 5 timeouts, too. 9:53 to go till halftime. That's Westwood's first. So they're going to talk it over and see if they come up with some way to stop the Clockers here, who will have a 2nd and goal at the 2 when play resumes. Gives Coach McKay a chance to talk with his boys.
Yeah, no, this is a big series for them.
Got to get
You
in.
get back on the clock here. You get back on the board.
Got to get 6.
So they're going to their run offense here.
Yeah.
You know.
I think, I don't know, I felt that first play was rushed for some reason.
Yeah.
And it didn't develop the way they hoped. And you don't like to see your quarterback take a hit like that either.
Right. Looks like they're staying with the gunk offense. You can tell when all the receivers come off the field. Max, Donut, and Justin.
Who comes in on that?
So Wallace comes in.
Eric Wallace, yes. Ball is loose. Look out here. Oh, no. A bouncing ball on the fumble. Derek Nash wants to stop the touchdown, and he does. No flags. 1st and 10 Westwood at the Ashland 25. A 73-yard fumble recovery by the Wolverines. And, man, did they ever have control of that ball?
No, it was a pitch, and he missed the pitch. And,
Derek Nash.
yeah, I guess that's the issue with that.
Who was the intended receiver of that pitch?
I think it was Hanrahan.
Wow. Never got it. Did it hit him?
Oh, it hit him. I think it hit him in the hands,
Yeah.
but, you know, it's hard to tell.
Yep.
So bang, bang. But that's very disappointing for Ashland right there.
A horrible turn of events, and now Westwood knocking at the door. Clockers have to regroup immediately here on defense. Can't afford to give up any more points to this Wolverine team. And a lot of times a fumble, a play like that will absolutely take the wind out of your sails, and the other team will score on one play afterwards. Let's see what happens here. Westwood trying to drive the stake. They go over the middle, complete, but a good tackle. Keeps it to a 5-yard gain.
Pass from Patterson to number 11, Leonard.
Good tackle by Mahan for 9 yards.
Second down.
There's not a lot of rush going. They're not getting any pressure on the quarterback here.
That was Brian Mahan with the tackle, Mahan.
Yeah,
22.
Mahan, yep.
That was a good tackle. That was a 9-yard gain, more than I thought. 2nd and 1. Shotgun. Brendan Patterson hands it off. Oh, they got Antonucci's. Eric Wallace held onto his shirt, and it was just enough to slow him down. That kid has a motor.
He does have a motor.
56, Jack Weiss.
He stumbled
First
forward
down
for
on
the
the play.
first down. A small consolation for the Clockers. It's 1st and 10 at the 12.
They're really giving them a pass here. They got 3 guys out left, 2 defenders, someone deep.
Brendan Patterson takes it himself for a small gain.
Well, that's when the defense has been tough, up the middle.
Patterson on the keeper. Gain of about
Outside wide, they've had
yards.
some issues.
And that's
but
been all season.
yeah,
Second
it has
down.
been all
So
season.
the Clockers have been scouted, of course.
I'm surprised they're leaving the guy uncovered on the outside.
It's a 2nd and 8 at the 10. Brendan Patterson, 6'4" quarterback. He has a friend in the backfield, but he's just blocking. Quick release on the ground. Very close to a first down. I say he's short.
Yeah, he's short by about a yard or so.
And the
Third
ball's
down.
incomplete.
Oh,
Ooh,
incomplete.
Look good from here.
That brings 3rd down.
No argument from the Wolverines, so I guess it was incomplete. That looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see it skip at all.
Big break for Ashland. 3rd down now. 4-down territory, obviously.
Yeah, I think based on their field goal kicker on that one, I don't think they're going to be kicking a field goal here.
Nobody in the backfield with Patterson this time. 4 wideouts.
Timeout by
Timeout.
Westwood.
Timeout called.
That's their 2nd. They have 3 more. Who's got it?
Timeout Westwood.
7:46 to go until
Folks, a reminder
halftime.
about the
Westwood
50-50
14,
raffle.
Ashland nothing. Wolverines
Devin
on the
Rogers
doorstep
still
and a
have
big
time.
3rd and 4th down play
We'll be
coming
drawing
up
the
here.
winner at
Clockers
halftime.
need to
We'll
hold.
also be drawing the winner of the Ashland Robotics Club.
And you know, Steve, I think Ashland might need a big play on offense somewhere along the line
They
tonight.
do. They had a big play, and then they didn't convert. You know, they fumbled right afterwards. They threw in that other offense. You know, I think the traditional offense has been pretty good. I understand the short yards. They've been doing a pretty good job up the middle.
But it's only 14-0. It's only 2 touchdowns. There's plenty of time
Wow.
for the short offense. And
Should be one.
that play to Feinberg was a big play. You're right about that.
Now they have someone in the backfield. Number 3, Drew Adams.
Yeah, he's a good-sized blocker. Did he get it? He did. That speedy 24 takes it down to the 5. We've seen him before.
That was Chris Hanley on the carry for Westwood.
Christopher Hanley, a senior.
Good tackle by Rabidou to bring 4th down out.
About 7 yards. That brings
Good about
4th
So
down.
the Clockers have got him into a 4th down, Steve.
4th down and 2. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
They get the play. The Wolverines go up to the line without a huddle. It's 2 backs. One is Antonucci, and one is the big guy, Adams. Oh, he bounced it.
He bounced that one.
The Clockers hold 1st down, Ashland.
Ashland will take over on downs from their 40-yard line.
Go Ashland!
You know, Steve, the risk on that play was he really wasn't in the end zone.
No.
That was in.
His knee was down. Even if he caught it, he would have been done.
Anybody can make a bad throw, but you'd like to have a play that. Of course, it would have been a 1st down. I forget. It would have been a 1st down.
Yeah,
They had
you're
room,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
So maybe that.
But no, Ashland's gonna go 94 yards, 96 yards here.
They got to get out of the hole first, just like Westwood did to them.
Yeah. Well, it was 2 plays for them from the 14.
First one took it out to about the 35. Next one went for 6. Clockers have tried one sweep with Cooper, and it didn't work. They go back to the middle. Forward progress will avert a safety.
Yeah, he got back out to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
It's ruled no gain, 2nd down.
No gain. You know, when Ashland opened it up a little bit, they were, they were moving the ball.
2nd down coming up. Mitch coming to the sideline now to get the play from Coach McKay. Clockers ready. There's 2 in the backfield and 3 split. It is a run. There's a big hole. He busts it to the outside. He's got a first down.
That's a huge play. To get that out there, Philip Cooper with a great run. He protects the ball so well. He's got a great stiff arm. That was a very good play. You need to get out of that end zone, whether you're punting or what have you. But now you can keep the drive going. Great play by Philip.
Now you can breathe a little. You're at the 15.
Puts the ball on the 16-yard line.
Just enough for that first down. Phil Cooper was running with a purpose that time, and that was a beautiful hole.
It was. Both our running backs have played really well.
Brzezinski goes to the far side in the slot. They have not targeted him yet tonight. Let's see what they do here. It's a backfield screen pass. It's Phil Cooper again. Phil gets a handful.
He gets 5 or 6 yards on that screen pass, which is a great play.
Good first down play.
Yeah. Mike McGough's coming in.
Gain of about 7 yards.
Number 72.
Second down.
Coming in for Rabidou. Give him a break.
Phil Cooper sits.
Rabidou's had a good year, very good year, number 50.
Very steady.
Yeah, playing both sides of the ball, linebacker, offensive line. Colin came in a little bit late. So, Bob, it's Pop Warner night tonight. All the kids running there.
Oh, boy. They'll have fun at halftime. Inside handoff. I'm guessing Hanrahan.
Close to a first down.
Well, does Ashland have its own Pop Warner, or do we still combine?
They do. It's no longer Pop Warner. They do. Oh, no, it is Pop Warner still.
First down.
Hopkinton went to the American Football League, and Ashland still has Pop Warner.
So there's
they
two separate
separated.
teams. Yeah. Quick out. Brzezinski, no chance. Good tackle, good open field tackle by that speedy 24, who also plays defense, and he's becoming a pest.
Second down.
Yeah. Well,
Chris Hanley, is that his name?
24?
Yeah, it is Chris Hanley.
They're really, as I've been talking about, they have 3 guys on the side where Donut is, and that guy came in motion when Donut went. They're really targeting to stop him on the play because, he's had some success, and every time they've been doing it. You look over here, it's single coverage. Now they'll go to double coverage over here. 9 and 18.
Clock is in a dicey 2nd and 12. The low snap. Porter to throw over the middle, complete to Philip Cooper for a first down and more.
It's a great play. That's a very good play. Hitting them up the middle. You spread these guys out. You open it up a little bit. Mitch is finding the right guy. I love that.
Now, Steve, how do you combat this tactic by the Wolverines where they're holding up the ball carrier and then spending the next 10 minutes trying to rip it loose? They ripped that one loose, but the official called it down. How do you combat?
You go down.
How about, is that it?
You go down quick.
Go down quick, or I was thinking of some late blocks. I don't think I would be shy about diving into that pile on an unsuspecting Wolverine.
Colin Hanrahan up the middle.
Very good gain.
Couple yards.
A gain of about 2 yards, ball on the 50-yard line.
Well, I definitely think they've done some scouting here. Westwood is a serious ball club. They want to win. They're 1-3. They want to improve their position if they get into the playoffs just by winning, non-conference games.
Well, the kids just want to win, period. When you're 1-3, you need another win, especially after getting pasted by Holliston. Who's got it? That was
Hanrahan.
Man, oh man, helmet tackle.
Flag down for I think it's going to be a face mask.
Oh, that's what I saw. I saw a helmet. I called it a helmet tackle because I wasn't sure if the hand got on the face.
Face mask. So, yeah. That's going to be a first down.
Oh,
That's a big turn of events there for sure.
let's see.
Face mask.
No. Unbelievably, it's
Oh.
against Ashland.
The face
Wow.
mask against Ashland.
On number 4, I think that's on Max Feinberg.
Bad penalty. You seldom
Wow,
see
I
him on
didn't see
offense.
that. No.
Sometimes it's accidental.
Yeah, well, it's always accidental.
Well, clock is in a jam now.
Yeah, second and a country mile.
It's too bad they had a good little drive going here. They're going to have to make a big play now to get a first down. They're going to go all the way to the Wolverine 42, and that's 28 yards away.
That's a lot of real
Penalty was
estate.
marked off 10 yards from the penalty. From the spot of the
Clock's
foul.
down to 2:30. Now we're not
a 20-second
organized
timeout
yet.
for Westwood.
Westwood's going to have to take a timeout. That's their third. Each team has used 3, so by my calculations, they each have 2 left. Well, the scoreboard doesn't bother to keep track of
No,
such
they
a
don't.
thing.
So what a big turn of events. Ashland's down there at on the 2-yard line, second down and 2. Fumble, they run it back. This game could be much closer.
Just 2.5 minutes left to play, but with 2 timeouts left for each team, it can be a long time in real time. And the clockers are going to be throwing here somewhere along the line, which stops the clock if it goes incomplete. Brzezinski in motion. Porter straight back, under pressure, gets it off. Too tough.
Intended for Max Feinberg, ruled incomplete.
Feinberg, the intended receiver, but
That would have been a tough catch. It was right on his hand. It was on his hands a little bit, but he was diving for it.
maybe one more beat, he could have laid it in there.
Yeah.
Now it's a 3rd and 28 at the 30.
Doesn't look like they're getting a lot of pressure on Mitch, but
For a short pass play, it took quite a while to develop.
yeah.
Burns this way. Feinberg the other way. Porter himself with some running room. Not a bad play. Gets some yardage, a late flag.
And a flag on the play.
Porter took it
Well,
up near the 40.
We can only hope that's against Westwood.
Shouldn't be, though.
Most of
should it?
those,
That's a holding territory, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
And there's the call.
they're going to decline this.
So the Clockers get the benefit of the 10 yards anyway, and they're going to have to punt. So Westwood's going to get the ball back with around 2 minutes left in this first half, and Westwood leading Ashland 14-0.
Well, Max needs a big punt here. He's punting to the Antonucci kid.
Uh-oh.
Rob, you know, he's got to kick it away from him.
You got to kick it right over here out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. You got to kick it away from him. You can't let him loose in the open field.
No.
The penalty was holding on Ashland. It was refused.
Just angle that. The ball's on the far hash mark, and that's where Antonucci is standing at the 30-yard line. Robbie Antonucci, he already has 1 touchdown tonight, 1 very good kickoff return. They rush, and it forces Max to kick it straight up. All things considered, not a bad result.
Not a bad result. Very good play by Joe Schilling on the right side. I don't know if you saw it, but he was gunning down there, and the guy tackled him. You know, honestly, I thought that should have been a penalty on him, on the other kid. But
24-yard
he's a sophomore, number 10. He comes to play. I'll tell you, he's a small kid, but he comes to play.
First down West with 2:02 to go till halftime.
They got trips out here. We got double safeties.
Feinberg's going to be under pressure here. You know that.
They need to shift here.
He's the near side safety. Here it comes, right at him. Missed. Geez, they've run that play 3 or 4 times.
Ryan McDonald incomplete.
Derek needs to turn around. Derek Nash needs to turn around on that. You know, they're overloading this side, and we do not have enough guys to cover them one-on-one. We're playing a zone of some sort. It's certainly not cover 2. You look at this uncovered. Max is 10 yards behind him.
2nd down and 10. Patterson over the middle.
Good play.
Intercepted, incomplete, complete, but no gain, a loss.
Very good job by Spencer Rabideau on that one.
To Rob Antonucci.
Boy, he dumped that to Antonucci, but boy, was that heavy traffic. I didn't even know if I thought an alignment. I thought Rabideau may have intercepted that.
Rabideau made the tackle on that.
He
He got
swallowed
3rd down
him up.
here.
Last reminder,
Ashland might get the ball back. You never know here. If they can stop him here on 3rd and 11.
Patterson's passing has kind of gone south.
A
The
little
last
bit,
3 or
yeah.
4 passes have.
And he's got people wide open, Bob. You know, this.
you have just a couple more minutes to go. Get your tickets.
It seems like Westwood is guarding more against our pass than we're guarding against their pass. And these
they're
guys
the
have been passing a lot
team,
more,
yeah.
and we're not passing that much.
Let's see what the Wolverines come up with on this 3rd down play. And they don't want to give Ashland. There's plenty of time. There's 1:49. I guess Westwood took another timeout there, I guess.
It did.
So they only got 1 left. There's 1:49 left. Plenty of time for Ashland. If they could stop this play, and I was the coach of the Wolverines, I would be punting.
So you got Jake Keating out here on 2 guys. Max up front there.
Patterson over the middle, off his hands. Well, Rob can't. You can't say anything against Rob Patterson on that play. That was on the money.
That was on the money, and again, they're not covering those 2 guys.
Al
They need
Al
to-
Quinn just missed it. Man, oh man, was he open. Now Phil Cooper's going to have a chance to run one back if all goes as the Clockers would like. The Wolverines are in deep punt formation, and looks like old number 10 is their
Ryan
punter.
McDonald, yeah.
He sets up at his own 22. It should come from about the 25. He lets it go. Good kick. Crosses the 40, gets a Westwood bounce inside the Ashland 25, rolls dead at the 22. The Clockers are going to start deep in their own territory with 1:29 left.
And that punt should have been blocked. Derek Nash was in on him, and he was, I think, doing the right thing, trying not to hit the punter, but I think if he just accelerated through, he would have got it on his foot.
And that could have been a break for the Clockers.
Well, they need a break. They
need
gave them a
something.
break down here. Ashland, this should be 14-7 right
Could
now.
be the kind of big play that
Ashland's sticking in here.
good defensive stop by the Clockers. They got the ball a little deeper in their own territory than they would like. Let's see what they can do on 1st and 10. They go to the straight running play for a couple of 3. And once again, they won't tackle. They won't blow the whistle. Wolverines say fumble.
2nd down.
And they've got it. The Wolverines stripped them.
And that was a fumble recovered by Westwood.
Well, one of the refs said 2nd down, and then, yeah, you're right. They're not blowing that whistle very quick, and they're standing them up and trying to get the ball from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's no accident here. Dave Spicer just ripped that one away from the Ashland ball carrier.
Well, the Ashland defense has to buck up here, and I don't think there's a lot of timeouts left for Westwood. They've taken a few.
I got them with 1 left. But they got plenty of time, especially if they pass. Did you hear about that 3-second rule, Steve?
No,
There's got to be at least 3 seconds left before you can spike the ball.
really?
This came up in the UMass football game last Saturday.
Huh.
Oh, that plays there again, and this time Patterson threads it perfectly.
Reception made by Michael Leonard.
It's another 1st down.
First down.
They rush to the line, the clock running. 1:05. It stops till they set the sticks. Now it starts again. under 1 minute to play until halftime. Patterson, the quick out. Oh boy, that could have been picked very easily if the defender had been a little more aggressive. He never looked at the ball. He made the tackle though.
It's a good tackle by Jake, but again, you got to, in this, you got a short field here. You got to play up a little bit more. Now they're up playing up.
Quick one again, and the touchdown. Just a simple slant.
Westwood.
See if we can see who got it.
24.
So it's that Giles
Chris Hanley
again. Chris Hanley. He's proven to be a very, very valuable player for Westwood. Tonight it's 20-0 with 31 seconds until halftime. That was a big 6 points, Steve.
It really was.
After the Clockers had stopped them, forced them to punt, they stripped the ball loose. 3 plays later, take it in the end zone from the 25. Ho-ho! Where did that come from? A beautiful kick.
Wasn't from the last one, that's for sure.
21-0.
Westwood.
Clockers a very demoralizing first half. Now they've got to see if they can do something with a kickoff here and a long play and try to get 31 seconds to try to get some points here before halftime. But very, very discouraging.
Really is. I mean, Ashland's was in this game. It truly should be 14-7. The fumble down there, hard to see. There was too many people there to see how it actually got out, but
Westwood has been looking for fumbles all night long, and
they really have.
The 2 that they've cashed, well, the 2 that they've gotten, I guess you'd say they cashed 1.
Definitely cashed 1. The other one they did not.
The other one,
which was surprising.
Stopped them at 4th down at about the 3 or 4 yard line.
Interesting kickoff here by this guy.
Hard line drive. This time, Hanrahan can't get it. It goes to the deep man who's got some room. It's Phil Cooper, I believe. He gets it out over the 40. Pretty good spot.
Out to the 40-yard line.
And that shows you, that gives you an idea how tough those type of kicks are to handle.
Yeah, they are tough.
I mean, Hanrahan was in perfect position for that. It took a crazy bounce. It's up off his shoulder.
Yeah.
Before he even knew it.
Good job by Cooper to pick that up and run it back to the 40. And you take the ball every day on the 40-yard line.
22 seconds left in the first half. Westwood 21, Ashland nothing.
Safeties are playing deep.
Low snap again. Porter rolls and drills. It's incomplete. Flags fly.
There's a flag on the play.
May have hit him early. We'll see what the call is.
They need to get that snap back crisp. It was a little low for Mitch. He's got to pick that up.
Well, it's been sort of a problem.
Yeah.
And the call was pass interference against Westwood. That's a first down.
First down. 16 seconds to go.
Ball's now on the 50.
Placed on the 50-yard line.
They're playing 2 deep safeties here. Number 24 and 18. Number 18 is Albert Quinn, or Quinn Albert.
They're 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Porter, low snap again. The bomb intended for Feinberg. Through his outstretched arms, sort of.
Once again, it's close to his hands. It's, you got to make a great play there.
Ruled incomplete.
Max is a phenomenal athlete, as you know, watching him playing basketball. And well, with 9 seconds to go, you don't have much time. It's going to have to be something quick and get a run and get out of bounds right away.
If you want another play.
Right. Number 23 is Devontae Higginbottom. What a name there,
He was there. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. Higginbottom.
And they go to the handoff to run out the half. And that's going to do it. Timeout. Timeout.
Get it 1 second left.
Did he get a second? Did they get the timeout?
Oh, they're calling it half.
No.
Well, that's not.
Hold it. Hold it. Referee on the sideline said I had 1 second when the coach gave me the timeout call.
Well, certainly not
It's halftime.
home field advantage there.
It's halftime. Bad luck for Coach McKay not getting that timeout that he wanted. And one more shot before halftime adds to the misery. It's halftime at Ashland High School. Westwood 21, Ashland nothing. The exciting second half. I expect to see the Clockers come out on fire for the second half. It's coming up in 10 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland Television.
You're watching WACA-TV.
Back for the second half. Clockers trailing 21-0. Long high kick. I didn't see a fair catch called for, but it's treated as a fair catch. He must have yelled it out. Derek Nash. You don't usually see the fair catch when you're facing away from where the ball is coming. But a very, very nice catch by Nash. Clockers are going to start at the 28.
It's a fantastic catch by Nash, but he should have let that go to Colin, and Colin could have ran it for 10 yards.
Yeah.
Starting on our 28-yard line.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, Steve. Back to the ball. Was that a tremendous catch for a fair catch on a kickoff? It is permitted. Full house backfield for Ashland. First play of the second half coming up. Porter's got the play. Another low snap. Porter's going to take it himself. Room to the outside. A 3-yard gain or thereabouts. Second down coming up. First half stats, Steve, 30 yards each about for Phil Cooper and Colin Hanrahan. And Feinberg had 35 yards on that one big pass play.
Yeah, not a lot of offense for Ashland. Pretty much all in that one series. They've had a couple first downs, but
got a couple of early first downs, you may recall.
Good run by Mitch there for 4 or 5 yards.
Maybe we'll see more Porter running here in the second half. Another bad snap. It is Porter again. Westwood's onto it now.
The ball carrier, quarterback Mitch Porter.
Well, if you're going to run outside, you need some better blocking from your receivers there.
Oh, it's not the easiest play to execute.
No. Well, 3rd and 3 here. This is a very important first down, to get for Ashland.
Now, this team generally doesn't run sweeps to the backs.
No.
And they generally don't pitch out. They generally run inside when they do run. Feinberg is this side. Hanrahan gets the call, goes sideways, and Ashland's in a punting situation. Too far in their own territory to go for it on 4th down. Although Coach McKay is thinking about it, it would be a 4th and 2 3/4.
They're going to put in a punt team here.
They're going to let Max Feinberg try to get him out of this.
They had a good rush on the last one, he was
did.
hurried a little bit.
I thought he was, and I thought it hurt his punt. Although it was a very high punt, didn't go very far.
No.
Porter is the up back, and he's the quarterback, of course, so be wary of that. He gets it. It's a fake. Porter's got the first down and more. He's almost to midfield. First down, Ashland on the fake punt.
Porter went around the side. Very good play. He got hit hard. His shoulder's a little banged up there. I don't know if you saw that at the end, but he got hit pretty hard.
Ball right at midfield. First down, Ashland.
That was a good play. It was smart. Mitch is a tough kid. He's going to shake that off.
Is it possible that was his audible?
I don't think so. I think that was designed. You can see the way they're lined up that, I thought he was going to throw the ball, to be honest with you.
Well, usually you only do that if you have an uncovered receiver.
Colin hitting it up the middle there.
You know, if you look out and you see your wideout isn't covered, then you could do that. You can audible that.
Well, the way they had that set up is, you know, they had 10 or 9 guys on the line. Our ends were not necessarily covered that well. You do it out, but they didn't have guys in there that really, you know, can catch the pass. So I think Mitch decided to take that on his own.
More special teamers than receivers, yeah.
Because they were in a tight punt formation there. But a great play by Mitch to get that done. We need some good snaps here by Tony Mitchens here.
There's a good one. Porter harassed, dumps it beautifully to Hanrahan. A first down and more. Porter to Hanrahan, 17-yard gain and an Ashland first down.
Very nice play there. The screenplay, misdirection.
Classic screen, Steve.
Absolutely. Classic screen. You know, once again, you know, that offensive line is doing good. Love to see that snap up a little bit more by Tony. He's not played center, but this year he's doing a great job filling in. You know, he won that position. He tried out for it. Really has done a good job there.
Nash in motion, back and forth. Bobbled snap. Hanrahan corrals it and picks up a handful.
That's Colin Hanrahan on a handoff.
I got to tell you, these Westwood kids play to the whistle.
Yards.
They're playing to the whistle every time.
2nd down and 7.
They're very aggressive. So it's kind of 3 yards in a cloud of AstroTurf for Ashland.
What do you think about this dangers of AstroTurf I saw on the news tonight?
I don't buy it.
It just seemed very, very strange that so many of the cases were soccer keepers.
Right.
Oh, he's wide open. Donovan Brzezinski's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Mitch Porter to Donovan Brzezinski, 31-yard touchdown bomb.
And a high arcing pass from Mitch Porter.
Well, that's our classic play. The wideout does a slant, draws the other guy in, Donut runs around him, and you know, most of the time he's wide open. It's actually a good play they play in the end zone because it can be more of a quick hitter. But
when you're close to the end zone,
yeah, they play him tight.
Yeah.
Run the screen or run the slant, which is what I thought they were going to do down early, but then they went to that other offense.
Joe Kirkatch, very dependable.
That's
the 7th point.
So, Bob, that's a fantastic drive for Ashland to get back. You know, they had 4th down and 4. They got the first down. They went.
Let's see. I think the clock is 70 yards.
Yeah, it was a very good drive by Ashland.
I think they started. I want to say they started on about the 30 or the 32.
Yeah.
It's approximately a 70-yard drive by Ashland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays.
Yeah. Well, now Ashland needs to stop on defense. You know, there's always susceptible to an onside kick here, but
well, we're one score from the clock has one more score from making this a game. Plenty of time left. 16, almost 17 minutes left. There's 5:52 left to go in the 3rd period. And the score is now Westwood 21 and Ashland 7. Second half action. Bob Thacker and Steve Brzezinski bringing you tonight's game being played on October 10th, 2014.
They're big on the onside, but it doesn't look like they're going to go there here.
Steve, does anyone kick deep anymore? Anywhere?
Kirkcash has the ability to kick deep. You know, they do the squib. I don't think they want the guy with a lot of distance here.
Oh, and as I speak, it goes deep right to the corner.
15.
And they got it to
corralled him down to 25. You know, as a kicking team, to get them down to 25, you'll take that. I think you take that every time.
Plus, they kept it away from Antonucci and Hanley.
Right.
So they got it to the right guy.
So they changed. So Bob, they changed their defense on that time. They did not have the double coverage on Donut. They were having a guy up front and a safety, and then the guy in Max or Justin. They stopped that. The other guy went away, and it freed him up.
And it worked perfectly. Actually, an easy touchdown.
So I think
in many
that's
ways.
there. You
And
go.
Westwood goes to the ground game. We haven't seen too much of it. The Clockers pulling some of the Westwood tactics, holding that ball carrier up and then kamikazing from the outside.
Yeah, you want to get everyone to the ball.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
way
you
that
never know what's
Westwood's
gonna
done it all
happen.
night.
During second down.
A little no huddle by Westwood here.
Well, I mean, does anyone huddle anymore? You know,
Really
it's
don't
almost
need to.
gone. You just look at the coach.
So I like the way the cornerbacks are playing here up tight.
You see, not just the quarterback looking at the whole team looking at the coach. Every head turned to the sideline where they all see the same play at the same time. Patterson hands off again.
Ooh,
Pretty nice game.
a little too much there, but you know I like the defensive change that Coach McKay has brought out.
That was
He's playing the cornerbacks up tight because you know they've been free to pass the ball, and now they're playing up tight, and they're going to run the ball. And I like our chances against their run.
I saw a little ball hockey at the end of that play.
See,
Third and 1.5-ish. He's got it. Good, hard-nosed running. Ball's
Yes.
loose.
so that was
Clockers have it.
And that's a fumble on the play.
Philip Cooper caused that fumble, and it was picked up by Jake Keating.
Number 24, Jake Keating.
And
But
that
Philip
wasn't
Cooper-
that wasn't
Philip
ball
Cooper
stripping.
caused
That
that
was
one.
just a good hard hit.
Oh, no, that was a ball strip. That guy was by him. He stripped that thing out of there, Bob.
Oh, he got the arm?
He definitely got that thing out of there.
It's a good hard hit and a strip. The Clockers giving Westwood a taste of their own medicine. And they have a first down at midfield.
So big series here for Ashland. They're
Feinberg
back
is
to the double coverage,
far on the far side.
calling up the middle. So I'd like to quickly say it was Colin Hanrahan up the middle for 4 yards, but I'd like to say thank you to our chain gang. These are volunteers that happen all the time, and Scott Sickles, Mike Porter, Paul Wilkinson, and Tom Schilling. They've done it all year, and just want to thank them for doing what they do out there.
A thankless job and a volunteer job, and you can't play the game without them.
No.
Very important job, and you got to pay attention. And they're giving up their Friday night to help out the cause. Porter rolls. Ooh, he still got it. Penalty. Free play, maybe. Is it a holding, or did he catch the face mask?
There's a flag on the play in the backfield.
It's going to be holding
Oh,
on
it is
It's
Ashland.
going to be a holding call against Ashland.
I didn't see Mitch's head snap or
No.
anything, but it was kind of a strange time for a holding call, but they had Mitch in trouble, and that's when a blocker will sometimes hold.
Oh, yeah.
So Clockers have been hit with this penalty, I think, at least twice tonight. They also had a face mask penalty go against them. They also had a procedure call go against them. I'm trying to think if Westwood's had a penalty.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, we had a personal foul down near the goal line after Feinberg's catch. Off the tips, intercepted. Oh, no. Porter has to bring him down, and he does. Great tackle, Mitch Porter, to save a touchdown.
That just bounced out of Max's hands. You know, it was right there. Tough play, tough interception there. You don't throw that one on Mitch.
Hessian, number 22
Yeah.
for Westwood.
That was
That was a heads-up play.
yeah, it was right in his hands.
First down, Westwood.
So the Clockers, things have turned against them once again.
Well,
It's been that
turnovers
way all night long.
Turnovers are the name of this game right now.
Clockers had a first down at midfield, coming right after they scored a touchdown. They were looking good and feeling good. Interception off a missed pass has put the Wolverines back in business. Patterson in trouble. Good pursuit. Incomplete. Ashland almost returned the favor. Phil Cooper had a chance at that bouncing ball.
Yes. Bounced off his hands. He did have a chance there. Probably another holding call.
Let's see. Patterson was running for his life, just like Mitch Porter was a few moments ago when the Clockers got tagged with a holding penalty. Let's see what the call is.
Looks like the ref's ready to peel this thing back our way, the other way.
It is. It is. So there's a break for Ashland as they try to stop Westwood from getting any more points. The Clockers trail 21-7. There's 2:53 to go in the third period.
Personal foul.
Oh, offsettings. Oh, no.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Must have been, could have possibly have been a late tackle, Steve. Because we're looking at the ball.
I know. It could have been a hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, a late or unnecessary tackle.
Well, these refs certainly aren't helping us out. You know, we've had some unopportune penalties. Not stopping the, blowing the whistle on a tackle.
Well, you know, one of the secrets to blowing the whistle on those plays, Stephen, is, in my opinion, the lack of forward progress.
Yeah.
And if the ball carrier continues to move forward, you really shouldn't be blowing the whistle. Quick out. This has been a very good play, and it's 6 more for Westwood, and it's that Chris Hanley again.
I hate to be a broken record, but it's wide open.
Yeah, they gave him the catch.
It's wide open. There's no one out there. You know, Francis LaVega or whoever's on that side should be out there covering that guy man to man. And Francis is a fast guy.
You can't give him a foot.
You can't,
especially when you're so tight to the end zone anyway.
Right.
I mean, how far can he go? I mean, it's hard for him to get behind you when you're that close to the goal line. Patterson to hold, snap back ball down. The kick is up. And it's no good.
Very good pressure by Ryan Mahan on the corner there. I think he pressured that kicker. He was extended. I don't think he got a paw on it, but there's a chance.
So the score holds at Westwood 27 and Ashland 7. Clockers are going to get the ball back with 2:46 to go in the third quarter. We're moving the ball very well in this third period before a sort of a fluke interception.
Really fluke interception.
Resulted in ended up being a Westwood touchdown.
It really took the momentum away from Ashland. I mean, they
things
got the
were
ball
getting
back.
Exciting, Steve.
Yep.
1st and 10 at midfield, good field position.
Ashland has played well tonight. They've had some turnovers.
Luck. Yeah.
They've had some bad luck. They haven't turned the ball over a lot this year.
And a pretty good Westwood team playing pretty well.
Oh, very good Westwood team. What do we have, 4 turnovers tonight? That's a lot of turnovers. 3 or 4 turnovers at least.
Well, 2 fumbles. No,
interception.
2 fumbles, 1 interception. Is that about right? Who's got it? Is that Hanrahan?
Yep.
Stood up and knocked down.
It was Colin Hanrahan on the return.
So Ashland comes out with 2:39 to go in the third. It's 27-7 here at Ashland Field.
Ashland Coliseum.
Ashland Coliseum. I was
Is that lofty enough?
I was talking to a friend of mine, Dave Daly. I go, Dave, you should donate like $50,000. We'll call it Dave Daly Field.
Naming rights.
He goes, I don't know about that. I said, we'll name it after your son.
It's unnamed. It's just the reverse. It ended up with Nash, and it went nowhere.
And the reverse handoff to Derek Nash. And he's caught just behind the line of scrimmage, 2nd down.
Looks like they're going to go back to their traditional Nevada offense here.
What does that say to you, Stephen? We're going to run the ball, and we're not going to try to catch up all at once. We're going to see if we can get a touchdown and go from there. That kind of thing.
Open up the options here.
Okay.
So the Lions played pretty well. Mitch has been protected pretty well. Little handoff to Phillip, or Hanrahan. So the line right now is Spencer Rabideau, Tony Mitchens, Kirk Hash, Hatch,
carries it out to the 33-yard line.
Joe Wright on the right tackle. You know, the offensive line's played pretty well. That was a 5-yard gain on third. Now it's 3rd down and 5. You know what? Ashland hasn't done a lot of short passing. Most of their passing's been long, except the screen passes.
That screen, one screen worked very well.
Yep.
Another short pass to Brzezinski resulted in a loss, and that's about the only 2 I can remember. The slot passes have not worked out at all. One was intercepted.
Hanrahan again for a gain of 2.
4th down. They're going to punt here.
And we had 2 near misses on long throws.
Yeah.
And 2 completions on long throws. One for a touchdown from Porter to Donovan Brzezinski.
So that's Donovan's 3rd touchdown catch. I think Mitch has 5 passing.
TD passes on the season.
1 to Hanrahan and 1 to Burns. Burns had that one in.
Yes.
Might be 1 more, but
22nd time
I know
seldom targeted. Burns is seldom targeted.
I don't think he's been targeted tonight.
Wait a minute, didn't Laz catch one?
No, he it wasn't Laz. It was it was Laz, but he didn't get all the way down.
Oh,
he got stopped on like the 10-yard line. It was a good play. They were in that gunk offense, and they released the tight end, and he went down. He was wide open. Just need a little more giddy up in his step, and he would have been in.
Who's deep here? Is this Hanley or is it Antonucci?
Antonucci.
It is Antonucci. He's standing on the 35.
Kick away from him.
Feinberg is in deep punt formation and lets it fly, and it's a beauty. He calls the fair catch takes it on the 34. He advanced it a little. That can be a penalty.
It can be a penalty, but I don't think in high school they're going to call that one. It was very obvious he threw his hand up that he wasn't going to run, but he did run.
You don't get the yardage, of course, but for some reason it still can be a penalty.
So defensive line, you got Kirk Hash, you got Jack Weiss, you got Mike McGough down front. Linebackers, you got Laz Mitchens and Eric Wallace. You got Nash, number 3, Mahan.
What do we got, 3-man line, Steve?
You got a 3-man line,
with a
2 outside
safety?
Linebackers. You really got a classic 5-2 defense there, to be honest with you.
What, is Nash playing defensive end?
He plays outside linebacker.
Okay.
So really, if you want to call it a 3-man front, and then you got the 2 outside, defensive ends. He's playing more defensive end.
Yeah.
And then the 2 middle linebackers. Normally they're running more of a 4-4. But that was definitely more of a 5-2 look.
The 3rd period expired.
The 3rd quarter.
It's Westwood 27 and Ashland 7. The boys will change sides. Clockers will be heading towards the school for the remainder of the game. And what started out as a very exciting 3rd period as the Clockers would get on the board to make it 21-7, but an interception turned into a Westwood touchdown, and now it's 27-7 with 11 minutes to go. A very tall order, Steve.
Yeah, well, you can say that Ashland won the 3rd quarter 7-6, but that'd be a shallow victory.
And you'd have to think, if you were the Westwood coach, you might tone down your passing game just a little, just a notch.
I would think so.
Yeah. An extra running play or two, especially when you got a back like Antonucci, who you haven't really
He
utilized
hasn't done much today.
That one fabulous touchdown run.
Got it right here, right up the
seldom
middle.
has gotten the call from the backfield.
Well, you know, but yeah, I understand that they haven't done him much, but our defensive line and our linebackers have played really good.
Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's what the scouting report said.
We're more susceptible outside, I think. Up front, we got some hosses up there. 3rd down and 5 here.
Look for that short pass that Westwood likes.
See, again, you got a guy uncovered over there. It's just...
And that's where they go, but it doesn't connect. He might have slipped, but no question the pass was behind him anyway.
Absolutely. It was a late adjustment by Nash to move out there on that guy. He's uncovered.
If he had just curled at the first down, he could have had it.
Yeah.
But
no punt here by Westwood. We get the ball back.
The Clockers hold a good defensive stop. Clockers need to 3 and out the Wolverines every chance they have.
Well,
if they want to, they're 2 touchdowns essentially from getting back into this game.
Philip Cooper had a punt return last game for a touchdown.
The Clockers have the rush on. They hit the kicker. He got blocked into it.
He got blocked into him.
No flag.
Nothing there.
And the Clockers have to stay away from that one.
But a good kick down to the 14, 13-yard line.
Yeah, man, oh man. That's a 45-yard punt from the line of scrimmage.
I know. Again, I think, you know, our guys on that rush were there. Coach, as I saw the guy walking out, was like, you know, lay out. If you lay out, you might have him.
Yep.
So tonight you got Millis is playing DS. That's going to be a good game. And you got Norton versus Bellingham. So
the Raiders undefeated in the TVL Small going into that matchup. The Raiders have been the surprise team. There's the hook and ladder. And you don't often see it go for 8 yards, but that's what it went for there.
But 8 positive yards.
With the lateral to Donovan Brzezinski.
Very nice play. Clockers looking for a big play and just missed it.
Yeah, that was impressive that they stopped that. That was
credit Westwood.
Absolutely,
right?
That was well played, well positioned.
Clockers passing again. The bomb.
Oh,
he fell down. No flags. Thought he was bumped.
He was definitely looking for a flag there.
Thought he was bumped.
I think that could have been a flag on that one. He made his move and got hit. Yeah, the refs haven't been.
Is there a 5-yard rule, Steve?
No, well, he was over 5 yards, but.
Is there a 5-yard rule like in the NFL?
I think so.
Yeah.
But he made a move and he looked like he got hit.
You cannot hit a receiver beyond the 5 yards.
I'm surprised that wasn't called.
Or is it within the 5?
No, within the 5. You can hit him within the 5. You can't hit him after the 5.
Right. So.
But you can only hit him. It's
but it
weird.
Doesn't mean all contact.
I've been looking at watching the pro, and they hit him within the 5, and they still call it. They've really been going offensive.
Yeah, they're very tight on that 5.
Yeah.
You're right. Low snap.
Mitch Porter going to take it.
He's
going to get a first down.
Got it.
That's going to go against number 22 on that one, Westwood. There's going to be a personal foul on number 22. Max had a nice block on him. They went a little bit of extracurricular, and the guy 22 threw a paw at him. This is going to go against Westwood.
They're not acting like it is. Here we go.
There you go.
There it
They're going to march off 15 here.
Westwood didn't believe it.
So that was on number 22.
The Westwood players did not see it. 22 is the only one who knew we did it.
He's a sophomore, Kevin Hessison. Hession.
He's the one that got the interception, I think.
22 was?
Yeah.
He's a sophomore, 5'11".
Big play. A lot of young players on the Wolverines.
So now you got, we haven't seen Francis LeBega, number 5, out here.
Quick out. Phil catches it, tries to cut it inside. Not much room.
No, that went backwards.
He tried, but they just couldn't find a gap.
Loss of about a yard on the play. Second down.
These completed passes are eating up clock.
So they put Francis out there for blocking, and not sure how that ended up.
8:40 to go in the game. Ashland trailing 3. Let's see. No, actually, it's a
3 touchdown.
Is it a 3-possession game? Porter lets it go. It's complete. 40, 35, down to the 33. Heady play by Mitch Porter to Donovan Brzezinski.
First down.
The second time tonight, those two have hooked up.
You know, Mitch did a good job of creating time, giving him time to, and Donut just broke off his reception or his route, stood in an open area.
It's the second
and they
time
got him.
that play has worked, so to speak. Both times they didn't look like designed plays, but maybe they were.
No, that was not designed. There's no doubt that was not designed.
It looked like Mitch was looking to get that first down and noticed him. Straight back, quick release, dropped.
Well, this has been a problem for Ashland, is catching the ball, and you know, I think that's why they target, you know, Donut. So he doesn't miss a lot of balls, but they got to catch. You know, that's an easy catch. That was a good throw, right in his hands. So it's 2nd and 10 here with 7:55 to go.
Max might have been looking upfield. You never know.
He was, probably. I mean, Max is a fantastic athlete. I'm so happy that Max came out to play football. He's been out there for 3 years. He's done a great job, you know.
Let's see if Porter gives him another chance right here. He's split to the near side. That's Nash in motion. Mitch has it. He's looking downfield. He's going long for Brzezinski, but it's out of bounds. Unfortunately, not much any receiver can do with that ball. I think Porter's momentum was taking him this way.
It was. That was more of a should have tried to throw it inbounds, just a jump ball so you can get it.
And now we're at a 3rd and 10 situation. 4 down territory. Clock stopped with 7:46 left to go in the game. And the clock is trailing Westwood 27-7. Porter's got the play.
Be good for Ashland to get a first down here and keep this drive going.
Offensive line has protected him well tonight. They've opened holes for the running game. But an explosive Westwood offense and defense has caused trouble. Phil Cooper spinning, weaving his way for a 5-6 yard gain, but it's a 4th down play coming up and a big 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 7.
Have to have this.
Brings 4th down on the 30-yard line.
Number 2 for Westwood, David Spicer just came in, D lineman, 5'6", 185. Looks like he's playing D tackle, nose tackle.
Low center of gravity.
Yes, he does.
From the shotgun, Porter rolls right, lets it go. It's complete to Burns for a first down.
No, not a first down. But I got to tell you, there should have been a penalty there on it is a first down. There should have been a penalty on Westwood. They as Donut made his cut, he got absolutely jacked. And it's a classic penalty, and they didn't call it.
It's beyond the 5 yards.
He was 15 yards down the field, made a cut, and got jacked in the face.
Burns makes his first catch
saw
of the
that.
night, and it was an important one for a first down.
Oh, Phillip.
Cooper, they find him.
Now all of a sudden they're blowing the
Drive
whistle
him
early.
back.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Justin.
Phillip Cooper on the carry.
You know, his brother Joe Burns is playing at Tufts. He's getting a little playing time, which is good to see.
Yeah, what is his position? Is he a
He's
back?
playing a wide receiver, I
He's a
think.
wideout.
Yeah,
'Cause sometimes your positions change in college.
absolutely. As I told you the last time we were here, Dylan Martin's playing for Western New England, starting. He's doing a great job. They're undefeated.
Starting as a true freshman. Porter looking for the end zone. A little push and a touchdown. Flag on the play. Offensive pass interference is the suspicion.
Touchdown catch by Max Feinberg, but there's a flag on the
There's
play.
no celebration by the Clockers. They seem to know it.
That's the second time Max has had the offensive interference for a touchdown.
And, you know, I understand trying to create separation, Steve, but it just seemed unnecessary there. I think that play was going for a touchdown regardless.
The call is offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. Another heartbreaking turn of events for the Clockers.
Bring the ball
Feinberg had the advantage over there, and
back to the
you never know what's going to happen, but
38-yard line.
I saw 6 coming out of that play, but Max wanted a little extra advantage, so he pushed the defender with 2 hands. You know, it wasn't a nudge.
No.
I mean, Steve, I used to pretend like it was accidental contact. You know,
Yeah, well,
I
that
was very, you know,
nothing close to accidental on that one.
I would even have a little taser that I would use on a defender. And then claim he had an epileptic fit. Intercepted. Flags fly after the
2
interception.
flags, 2 separate flags.
I got a hunch that the interception is going to stand.
Flags thrown on the play.
We'll see. We'll
Nope,
see.
they told him to stay. They told the. They actually told the. Oh no, maybe they told him to move now.
Offsetting.
So
after the play.
offsetting, when you have offsetting, normally the play doesn't count, but both of them must have been after the interception.
There's a push in the back on Ashland.
On the return, so to speak.
Westwood.
I didn't see who those were
Yeah.
against, or
So another interception. Who got that one? Did a lineman get that?
I don't know.
Was it number 30? Let's see what position he plays. Might have been a
I didn't see who that was even to.
Tim Phillips, a linebacker, picked that one off.
You got to think they're going to run the ball here.
Yeah, we're down to 5.5 to play. Clockers not only need a turnover, they need a turnover that results in a touchdown.
Jack Weiss in there, number 56 on the tackle.
Gain of about 3 yards on the carry.
Jack's a junior, number 56. Good to see him out there. Again, you got Kirk Ash down there, and you got Mike McGough. We haven't talked about him much today. He's had some great games. He had that really big sack.
It looks like a formidable front offensive line for the Wolverines, too. They look to be good sized. So this has been a real test and a real education.
They're really crowding
for
the line
Ashland
there
tonight. Oh, Antonucci cannot get loose.
And you know what? He's a tough kid for a sophomore. He's going to be good in his years, but you know, this.
He's explosive. You can see that he's one bump from getting away.
He is. But this defense has played. They've
They've
still played pretty good on the run.
Thrown on the play.
And flags are starting to fly
Going against
frequently, and a lot of them are these personal foul varieties now on both sides. And this one really kills Ashland.
That's a
You hold
15-yarder.
You hold a kid like Antonucci to a 2-yard gain,
15-yard penalty.
and then you give him 15 on a personal foul.
Down to the 31-yard line now.
Always a dangerous part of the game, Steve. The last 5 minutes,
It is.
where the decision is pretty much decided. it's really an opportunity for players on both sides to get their licks in, so to speak. And it's a dangerous part of almost every game, soccer, hockey, everything, where the result is no longer in doubt. And your goal becomes settling score.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So that was a new running back, number 28 for Westwood. That's
Made by number 17,
Danny
Chaz
Cook.
Hudson is on the carry
He's a
line.
freshman,
Wow,
Danny Cook.
5'9", 165.
good size for a first-year player.
He's the only freshman on their roster.
We're down to 3:15 left in this game. If they keep it on the ground and the Clockers don't use their timeouts, this game is going to end very, very fast. And now they're burning play clock, Steve. We don't have a play clock that we can see on the field.
Oh,
of
he's got
course.
some room here. A little holding there.
The freshman,
This one's coming back, but
freshman made a nice run around the end, but a holding
There's
call.
Danny Cook again on
He's
the
going to
run, but
erase
that's a
it.
Holding call against Westwood. Flag in the backfield. That'll be
That'll
called
stop the clock. 2:52 to go. Westwood 27,
flags on the
Ashland
play.
7.
so as we talked about earlier, Bob, the next week they're on the road in Norton. Another
Small division opponent.
right who's playing Bellingham tonight in a league game.
Another small division
Yep.
opponent. Clock is currently
back.
2-0.
Down.
2-0. They beat Bellingham
Based on the 30
28-0. If they beat Norton next week, the Tri-Valley League Small is coming through Ashland with DS in the next week.
And
so
that has playoff implications, of course, and that's the importance of winning that
also
league.
absolutely also just winning the Tri-Valley League Small, which hasn't
Something-
happened for a long time.
Something in of itself, yes. Another running play, this time right up the middle.
Wally, Eric Wallace on that, Derek Nash on that, and
Who's at the
Spencer
bottom?
Rabideau.
Yeah, Rabideau been at the bottom of a lot of those piles
Up on the
tonight.
tackle,
So I'm going tomorrow to watch WPI play,
Eric Wallace.
and Spencer's brother, Trevor, plays for WPI.
Trevor was the Marion High star.
He's played Marion
Yeah.
High, yeah. He was a receiver there, standout. Looks like they're going for the double safety here. They're thinking passing situation.
Third and about 20.
Glad to see the DBs uptight here.
Clock running 1:45 to go in the game.
Looks like they're still going to.
They tried to bounce him outside. Ashland defense.
Kirkash
snows
just drove him
under.
down on the ground.
Punished him. Time out.
Looks like Ashland's
Lost
taking a
couple yards
timeout.
on the play.
Somebody
That
called
brings
the
fourth
timeout.
down.
I can't believe it.
Long.
Timeout's Ashland
Timeout.
called it.
Ashland.
Joe Howard was in the game there at linebacker. He's a junior, number 45, just come off.
No huddle with the coach. It was more of like a substitution
Yeah.
timeout or something.
You got Tyler Wilkinson out here, number 8. He's a senior.
So we're getting some of the subs in.
Yeah.
Get some playing time.
Westwood to punt here. Ooh, high snap.
Clock's having the block on, but once again, Steve, they stop just before the block. They force a bad punt.
Yeah, right off his leg there.
Gets all he needed, though.
Yeah. You got 80 yards to go here.
That punt is down on the 20-yard line.
1:18 to go. Clock is first and 10, their own 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Let's see what they do. Is Porter going to stay in, or is the coach going to give somebody else a chance to quarterback the blue and white? Nope, Porter stays in.
So quickly, the coaching staff for Ashland. Obviously, head coach Andrew McKay, his father Mark McKay, Dan Norton, Mark Steigels, Brian Richards, Dino Rizzo, Peter Zakili, Matt Messer, Jason Mead, Zach Botho, and Sam Hill.
Right up the middle. Didn't see the ball carrier. The old scrum. The old rugby scrum.
Good run by Colin there. We're going to go no huddle here.
Clock running, under a minute left to play.
About 4 in the play.
Cooper comes in. Clockers are going to go down fighting. Porter looking, lets it fly for Nash, complete and out of bounds at midfield.
And Porter got it laid out. Very nice
Porter
pass.
to Derek Nash. 29-yard gain.
You know, it was incomplete apparently.
Must have lost it out of bounds. Didn't have control. Late call.
So I think Mitch Porter looks like Johnny Unitas with that number 19.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5 here for Ashland. Need a quick little pass. Maybe that hook and ladder again would work.
You know, that 19, that was the number.
They're gonna put Laz out.
Also,
Mitch got hit pretty hard.
So Laz, is he a backup quarterback?
He's the backup quarterback, yeah.
17. Laz Mitchens. He's played in other capacities tonight. His regular position is a linebacker. 35 seconds, he'll take this snap. Might be the end of the game. He lets it fly long and deep, doesn't get there. Receiver fell down, no flag. Stops the clock with 29 seconds.
Looks like we're gonna punt it away and call it a game.
That brings 4th down.
It's like the coach is calling for another player, number 9.
John Campion.
Getting into the game.
Or Jack Campion as he goes by. He's the...
Is he also a quarterback?
He is a quarterback. He's going to be the up guy in for Mitch. Mitch got hit pretty hard on that last one.
See if they call a fake. No, they play it straight.
Not a lot of pressure.
Booms it.
Just going to call a fair catch, let it go.
So Westwood will take a knee here, and that'll be our game tonight. And a sad result, but in many ways a very interesting game. The Clockers had many, many chances. Westwood showed some spectacular flashes offensively, and some tough defense, some bad bounces, some fumbles, some interceptions. Clockers turned it over 4 times. And you got to give the Westwood defense, they were determined to rip that ball loose, and they did on 2 big plays. And the Clockers got burned on 1. The interception was also cashed for a touchdown. And
absolutely, I think turnovers were the story of this game. Ashland had it down. It was 14-0. Ashland scores. They hold them at half, 14-7. Ashland got the ball back in the third period, scored. Could have been a tied game, and then again, turnovers just really turned this game around for Ashland.
Clockers were trailing 14-0, and were kind of shocked. And then they drove it down thanks to a long pass from Mitch Porter to Feinberg, and they had it first and goal at the 2. And that's when everything went wrong, and they ended up fumbling. And worse than that, the fumble was run all the way back to the 25-yard line the other way, and a 75-yard fumble return. And the Clockers never really recovered from that. They came out fired up at halftime, trailing 21-0.
Fake punt. They got the fake punt to get the first down.
And they got a touchdown out of that when Mitch Porter hooked up with Donovan Przinski on a 35-yard or so pass play for Ashland's only touchdown of the night. And then Westwood again, this time was it the interception, Stephen, the second time around? They took that in. That made it 27-7, and the Clockers never recovered from that.
If you look at this game, you could look at this game a lot of ways. And Ashland was in there. They played tight. And, Ashland has been, they're 2-3 now. They've been playing pretty well. They got a big game against Norton next week. And if they win that game, like I said, the following week against Dover Sherborne is going to be for the Tri-Valley League Small.
And as we said earlier, Steve, this was a really good test for the Clockers to play a large division school.
It was.
In the TVL large. And it really doesn't mean anything towards the playoffs or the standings, as the Clockers are now in what they call the Tri-Valley League Small division with Norton, Millis, Bellingham, and Dover Sherborne. And the Clockers are still undefeated in that division at 2 wins and no losses, with a big ball game coming up against Norton next week. So the Clockers still have a chance for a very, very successful season. And they fall to 2-3 here. Westwood goes to 2-3, so that's where these schools stand at this point as we near the halfway point of the 2014 season. And all that's left for us now is the Steve Brzezinski star of the game.
So my star of the game is Mitch Porter. He ran the ball very well. He threw the ball very well. He hit guys that were open. He threw a touchdown pass. He ran the ball very well. He got hurt a little bit at the end of the game, but he's just a very, very tough kid, and I'm going to give him the star of the game.
So that'll do it here from Ashland High School. The final score for the final time was Ashland 7 and Westwood 27. And the Clockers fall to 2-3. More fall sports coming up right here on WACA-TV, along with more Ashland High School football to come right up until Thanksgiving morning, 10 o'clock. It's a home game this year for the Clockers on Thanksgiving Day against Hopkinton. They'll meet Hopkinton for the 91st time on Thanksgiving morning in 2014 this year. So that's going to do it. My partner is Steve Brzezinski. I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks to our great crew tonight, Laura Priest, the 2 Donovan boys, and Miles Garnett. Tonight's game produced and directed by Dan Baker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.